I can do this, okay? I can do this.
A few moments later.
Oh my god, no, I feel like... Oh. Oh, dude, no, I can't keep doing this.
Hey, I'm Cos Peyton, a professional cosplay pattern maker, and today I'm coming to you in VTuber form as my mascot Zanirith. Real life Peyton's just a little busy getting their hair dyed gay colors right now, don't worry about it. If you know my cosplays, you know that in 2023 I cosplayed Leslie from the Don't Hug Me I'm Scared TV show, which included a jacket that in the show was made entirely by being tufted, the same technique used to make those cool, satisfying rug making videos you see online. I, however, had just moved into my first apartment and didn't want to spend the money on a rug tufting gun, so I made the insane decision to do it all by hand with punch needling. If you've ever done punch needling, it takes an insanely long time to make even something small, let alone an entire multicolored jacket. I was tufting constantly for an entire summer. Needless to say, the concept of rug tufting is a little bit traumatizing to me. When Claw Lab reached out asking to send me their tufting kit, I was a little hesitant at first, but hey, I've rug tufted before, so how hard can it be? And then, the illness hit. I don't know what happened, but I got hit with one of the worst, seemingly never-ending stomach bugs of my life, leaving me dead to the world for over a week. Though, even so, my urge to rug tuft was stronger than my stomach bug, or at least I thought it was, so I persevered on.
My stomach hurts. My stomach hurts. My stomach hurts. My stomach hurts. And yeah, my stomach hurts.
First thing I had to do was unbox this bad boy, a giant box that my sick self was in no state to be carrying.
Ta-da! Oh, it's upside down. I'm gonna flip the video around. Ta-da!
Luckily, it all came together pretty easily since most of the hard assembly is already done before you unbox it. It honestly was just a few screws and sliding pieces into place. The tufting frame also has a couple of knobs and switches on it that help you tighten your fabric from all directions, which I was initially a little worried about before I tried it out myself, since I know most tufters seem to use staples or nails to hook their canvas in place, but I actually came to really love this frame. If things ever got too loose for comfort during tufting, all I had to do was unlock the knobs and tighten them back up. When I was deciding what I wanted to tuft, I kinda landed on the cute idea of my new little co-mascot Bobbin, who's a new guy who I designed and launched with my new rebrand. I haven't gotten to talk about it on YouTube yet, but I got to work with my dream graphic designer Gladcow to bring a whole new look to Cos Peyton. I wanted to celebrate 5 years in business and my 25th year of being alive. Happy belated birthday to me. And I couldn't be happier with what I've got now. You'll see Bobbin in a lot of my pattern books now as a little beginner sewist's best friend, giving you Bobbin's basics of things you might need to know. He seemed simple enough to make, and I figured he'd make the perfect wall art for my workshop. I printed him out, traced him onto the fabric, and then the unthinkable happened.
Oh my god, no, I feel like ass. Oh. Oh, dude, no, I can't keep doing this.
The stomach bug got to me. I had already put off making this until I thought I was feeling better, but it turns out the stomach bug came back for a second round. You can literally see and hear my fear as I realize I've got about 30 seconds before all hell breaks loose.
I don't even know if I can make it to the tracing part. Oh, I thought this was gonna be joyous.
Once I was feeling good enough to get back to tufting, I figured I'd do a few first sample tufts before getting into Bobbin, and oh god, I'm so glad I did. It was chaos. Not that there was anything wrong with the tufting gun or the tufting kit, it was entirely me. Skip tufts, rough wobbly lines, you name it, I had it. I figured it was first time jitters and to not take it to heart, so once I figured out the right pressure through some YouTube tutorials, I pressed on. You gotta really press the tufting gun into there to get it to actually make tufts, and putting it at any angle other than perpendicular to the fabric is gonna cause issues. In my tutorial watching, I found out that it's kind of best to start with the outline first, since once you get into filling the larger spaces with color, it can start getting a little crowded. A good outline acts as the foundation for everything, so I really took my time with this. Once the outline was done, I wasn't feeling too bad, but then came my personal nightmare, the eyes. I messed up big time by making this entire rug too small, since I didn't quite have the finesse and coordination using the tufting gun to make those eyes clean circles like I wanted to. And those eyes were the first sign for me, maybe this wasn't going to go how I planned. I wasn't going to make the beautiful, perfect rug of my dreams. Even so, I pressed on anyway, swapping from color to color and section to section as it started to take shape. And before I knew it, it was done. A couple episodes of my favorite show later, and all my hard tufting work had turned into a mess. Yeah, I gotta be honest, guys. I finished tufting and I stepped away from this project for a while. I mean, I craft and make stuff for a living, and Claw Lab sent me this so I could make something cool, so why can't I? I was just incessantly beating myself up over it, and it only got worse once I hit the stage where I could glue down the back and cut it off of the frame. Oh my god, this thing is butt ugly. So yeah, I stepped away for a bit and came back a good week later with a fresh mind, a carpet shearer. I tried to clean this baby up. Turns out, shearing and trimming your rug is a lot harder than those really satisfying videos online make it out to be. But it is just as satisfying. Helped clear up a lot of the messiness that made me hate the rug so much, but it can't fit everything. And you know what? I'm gonna force myself to be okay with that, even if my perfectionism wants me to think otherwise. So, meet my son, Rug Bobbin. He's ugly, a little janky, and nowhere near perfect, but he's mine. Think back to my first ever cosplay, my first foam prop, my first drawing, etc. They're all bad. Sometimes I think in the social media bubble we only ever see people's amazing creations, and when ours turn out not like that, we think there's something fundamentally wrong with us. But that's just not true. Everyone sucks at something the first time they try it, and this bobbin just serves as a progress marker for me. Someday, when I'm making gorgeous rugs, I can look back on my janky-looking son and remember where I started. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you to Claw Lab for sending me something new to try and reminding me that it's okay to not be the best at everything on the first try. If you want to get your own rug tufting kit, I've left Claw Lab's links in the description, as well as a discount code CAUSEPAYTON to save some money. They've been really sweet to me throughout this whole process, and I highly recommend checking them out if you want to toy around with making your own rugs and tapestries. And who knows, maybe you'll see another rug tufting video from me soon. Happy making!
I'm making a rug. That was so bad. That was so bad. That was so bad.